Good morning, Yatton! And welcome to episode 2 of Good Morning Yatton. Here we are again. We've come back, Mr. Hayward.
Well, I haven't been here before.
No, you haven't. And can I just introduce our special guest today, Mr. Hayward, who's joining us on the mauve sofa.
Hello.
Hello.
It's lovely to be here.
Thanks. Thanks for coming. And you might have noticed that we've got a new theme tune.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, incredibly as it may seem, that was composed by our very own Mr. Haxton.
Was it really?
It was. Now, he's a very talented man.
He is a very clever
He
man.
is, and we're very lucky to have him on the staff, aren't we?
We always say that every day.
We do, and I think he knows that too. But did you know? You probably didn't know that he's also composed quite a few songs that we sing in assembly. Did you know that?
Has he?
Yeah. The changing colours of
changing
orange and
colour.
green.
The changing theme.
That was one of his.
Lovely, yeah.
And he's done quite a few, so we're lucky to have that. And yeah, so Mr. Haxton has also been busy. He has been behind the scenes working on a way that we could have singing, but also be at home. And what he's done is he's created a PowerPoint with one for every day of the week, with a little YouTube link to a song that we can all sing.
Which is up on the website, isn't it?
It's up on the website.
So look out for that.
Do you know what the first song is?
Isn't it a little bit of Bruno?
It is a bit of Bruno Mars, Count on Me. Do you know any of that at all? No? Do you know the chorus? Count on me, like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. And if I need to, I can count on you.
With
Something.
4, 3, 2.
And something like that.
Something like that, isn't
yeah.
it?
So obviously we're quite good
We've
at that.
started singing already.
We
and
have.
We love to
And it's
hear.
very uplifting, isn't it?
Very uplifting.
Yeah. And actually I watched that YouTube video, and there are lots of really cute animals on there. Do you know that song's all about counting? Because it says you're counting.
Mr. Oaken, it's nothing to do with counting.
Isn't it?
It's all about looking after each other and taking care.
Oh,
so
I
actually
see.
It's a very relevant
It is,
message
because
at the
that's what
moment,
we're
isn't it,
doing,
about
isn't
looking
it?
after each other.
Yeah, brilliant. So thank you, Mr. Haxton, for that, and we will definitely be singing away at home, hopefully. Oh, and if you want to send in any video, or audio files or whatever, of you singing along, that would be brilliant.
Maybe Yatton could become like in Italy when people are singing out of their windows. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
It would be amazing. That would be
Who
really
knows?
amazing. Yeah. So on that note, I was chatting to Mrs. Howard,
Yeah.
and she was quite inspired by all of the things that people are doing sort of remotely, and she reckons that we should have a go at doing a dance. She's got a song.
Ah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, and maybe we can have a go at that together, and we can learn it, and then, or maybe some of the other staff, and then we can roll it out and get everybody to it, so that when we all come back, we can all do that. But I think that'll be for another time.
Okay,
So I've
well,
no
look
idea
forward
what
to that
Mrs.
though. That'd be
Howard
brilliant.
is. Yeah,
Well done, Mrs.
brilliant.
Howard.
Okay, so on to then the main reason why we started this thing was to showcase some of the stuff that you've been doing at home. And we have been flooded, Mr. Hayward. We've been flooded.
We have.
With stuff.
Brilliant. So
It's
thank you very much for
really
sending
good.
things in.
So, it's amazing. And I'm going to just read out some of the things, show you some of the things that people have sent in, because it is truly fantastic.
Excellent.
So we've got a lovely picture from Rosa in class 3, who was inspired to do this after watching Good Morning Yatton, and it's a picture of her brother and sister in the garden.
Oh, that's lovely,
That's
Rosa.
really
Thank
lovely.
you.
And then Anae and Emily bumped into a very famous dog, Ozzy,
Ozzy.
on their one walk of the day.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ozzy and Indy, their dog, were not following the social distancing rules that we all are. And Freya has been working hard at her star jumps, which is great. For her karate instructor, her record was 25, and now she's got a star-tastic 30.
Oh, well done,
so
Freya.
Well done, Freya. Lucas has been doing some really innovative work with numbers. on a little hopscotch thing and some numbers there, which is really
Brilliant,
good.
Lucas.
And also, I think it's the same Lucas, has been making, Lucas and Freya, again, have been making some dinosaur biscuits. So great to see a bit of cooking going on there. Who's this? We've got Henry. Henry from class 6. He has made a Pokemon stadium. He made it all on his own.
Gosh.
And he's also learnt to tell the time, and he's learnt about animals. Although he is missing his friends from school. So, you know, he's also going to make a wormery. Fair play to him. He's actually really busy.
Well done, Henry.
Yeah, and great to see people doing science, Mr. Hayward.
Oh, you like a bit of science.
I do like a bit of science. We've had an email from Reese. He's hoping that everyone is okay here. He was trying to teach his mum about number bonds.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I like that,
Yeah.
flipping it on its head,
Yeah.
actually becoming the teacher, because let's face it, parents don't know that much, do they? So well done. And actually, he said he wasn't doing that well, so I would say good luck. Keep trying, trying.
Yes, don't give up, Reese.
Well done. But he's also been playing a lot of football.
Good.
Which is great. Oh, here we go. Lucas again. I think it might be the same Lucas, I'm not sure. He has been out and about and he's found a lot of leaves and things on a walk. Yeah. So that's great. So, and I'm sure he could name all of the things that he's found. So well done.
Good. Well done, Lucas.
Right, a lot of activity going on here. This is from Freya and Evie. Freya and Evie have been doing tons of stuff.
Oh, look at that.
Lots of learning going on there. Happy learning, which is great.
Is that at the bottom? What are they doing?
At the bottom, what are they, Mr. Hayward?
Oh, guinea pigs.
They're guinea pigs, yeah.
Guinea pigs.
And they're actually new. They just managed
lovely.
to get them before the lockdown, which is really good. And also, there was some design, I believe, going on. Some design about a robotic pizza delivery service. I think in response to the lockdown. So I think that might be that section there. So lots of great writing. So a lot going on there.
Lovely pictures. Well done.
Brilliant. And it's so good to see people being inventive and also, you know, working really hard. Now, a lot of people working hard here. I think this is Finley and Cody. They have been working hard at home, doing lots of different stuff, being very studious there, and working hard there. But also having some time in the garden, which is great. And having some family time. Because one of the things that Miss Keeble said on the last programme was that it's really important that we would like you to do some maths and English if you can, and all that stuff's on the website, but it's really important that you should have time with your family too. Have quality family time.
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
Really, really important.
Yeah.
Look after each other.
And we have said before that the stuff that we're putting up for you is that there is no compulsion to do all of it. It is there for you to dip into.
Absolutely.
And to do as much as you like.
Too right.
Because I know a lot of people like a bit of structure, don't they? A lot of people like to, it's a school day. Right, we're going to have our English first, and then we'll have a break, and then we'll do some maths, and then we'll do some topic or stuff in the afternoon.
Not everyone's the same. And some
not
people
everyone's
may
the
want
same.
to do it their own way, which is absolutely fine.
It is absolutely fine. There's a shout out to James, who was one of the first people to send a picture back. He was taking part in our own Joe Wicks, Mr. Taylor's PE session, which is really good. So well done, James, for that. So much. Now, I'm just going to read this one for you. Love, good morning, Yatton. Show and tell. Miss Williams, our very own Miss Williams, has been having a whale of a time, apparently, her words. I think that was a joke.
I think it was, loosely, yes.
A loose joke. But she's also been, and catching up with her watercolour painting. She also says that Millie from Class 7 has discovered the joy of Harry Potter series and is thoroughly enjoying reading The Philosopher's Stone. So well done, Millie.
Well done, Millie.
For absolutely cracking on with some reading. Brilliant books. Again, some really good. Oh, this is nice. So we've got, these have been really popular. This is Jake and Madison. They've been doing some painting. What have they been painting, Mr. Hayward?
I think they've been painting some rainbows.
They have. And I, on my one active walk round Yatton, I've seen loads and loads.
Loads appearing. It's lovely
it's
to
brilliant.
see, isn't it?
Absolutely brilliant. So if you've not done a rainbow, then get that up in a window so other people can enjoy them. And I believe there's something to do with teddy bears too, isn't there? But,
Yeah, I think so.
but I'm not entirely sure about that. So, that's all we've got for the moment. But keep sending your work in. We absolutely love it.
I've got some shout outs as well for Mr. Froggett's been looking at what some of you have been doing with the Times Tables Rockstars. And a shout out for some people he's picked out who have been doing really well. Only some. I think this week he was looking at particularly at the studio speed achievements. So just a selection here. Chi Chi, Harry, Mark from year 3. Joe, Finley, Layla, Diego, Rowan, Audrey from year 4. From year 5. Edward, Sam, Ella, Rosie. Well done to you. Year 6, Ollie, Charlie, Felix, Evie, Darcy from class 10, Rachel and Beth and Sam from class 11, and Joe and Charlie and Ollie from class 12, all achieving well with their studio speed this week. Mr. Froggett's going to keep looking at how you're doing with your rock stars, and he wanted me to mention that he's setting a challenge. I think he might have already sent it. If you go to the Rock Slam area of the website of the Rockstars or app, you should see a challenge there for you. Okay, so there you could email Mr. Froggett. You'll see his email address on the Year 6 page of our home learning page on the website. If you've got any questions about the Times Tables Rockstars challenge, so get in touch with him. Which just reminds me actually to please do email teachers. Their email addresses are on the website. They'd love to hear what you've been up to. If you've got some questions for them about any of the learning that we've been sending home, that's absolutely fine. The small request though, could you make sure that you do email with your parents, and it has to come from your parents' email address, not your own email address, children. So it's got to come from a parent's email address, please.
But it's great to have so much
fantastic,
feedback,
and so please get in touch with teachers. They would really love to hear from you.
Great, thank you. Thanks for that. So now, something that has been bothering, I know, a lot of people, and I know it's the same for Mr. Hayward and myself, is that because all of the non-essential shops have been closing, that a lot of people are worried about their hair. Mr. Hayward, I mean, I know you're a well-groomed man.
Thank you very much. You're very kind.
You like a visit to the barbers, don't you?
Don't we all?
I mean, I know I do, and it is a problem, isn't it, that we're all facing. I mean, I know that you and I were talking about with this lockdown, we've no idea how long it's going to go on for. What's going to happen in the future?
What's going to happen to our hair?
Like 30, 40, 50, 60 days. What could happen? And now it's time for the news.
Last Sunday, Britain's oldest man and oldest woman both celebrated their 112th birthday. Can you imagine that?
Incredible.
Remarkably, on the same day.
Much like you and me.
Joan Hockyard from Poole, Dorset, and Bob Wayton from Alton in Hampshire were both born on the 29th of March 1908. Amazingly, this was also the birthday of Alf Smith.
Who's Alf Smith?
Alf Smith from Perthshire in Scotland, who shared the title of Britain's oldest man until his death last year.
Wow.
The same day.
That's incredible.
29th of March. So obviously there's something about having a birthday on the 29th of March.
Right, and that was yesterday.
Yes.
Wow,
So-
incredible.
Yeah. So, looking things up, well, Edward VII was our king in 1908. A chap called Sir Henry Campbell Bannerman was our prime minister, soon
Wow.
to be replaced by Herbert Asquith, both from the Liberal Party.
Oh, right.
And when they were born, when Joan and Bob were born, the holders of the FA Cup were the Wednesday,
Wow.
later to become
Sheffield Wednesday. Wow, that's amazing.
and the winners later that year were to be Wolverhampton Wanderers. The reigning league champions were Newcastle United, but pains me to say it, but Manchester United were to be the champions for the very first time in 1908.
And that was a good thing, Mr. Hayward.
It may have been. Bob and Joan would have been 6 years old at the start of the First World War. And Bob, not only is he Britain's oldest man, he's believed now to be the world's oldest man.
Wow.
Father of 3, one of 7 himself, has 10 grandchildren and 25 great-grandchildren.
That is incredible.
That is incredible.
Fair play to him.
And he said he reads a lot
Yeah.
and constructs model windmills to keep him active and young.
And that's his secret.
That's his secret to
So
long
you
life.
heard it.
Constructing model windmills.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe some of you can find out some interesting facts about 1908 when these two people were born.
Yeah.
Right. Next, do you know a bit of a riddle? Do
I
you
like a
know
riddle, Mr.
the
Hayward.
link between this
Mm-hmm.
and, bear with me, and this?
I know the track. One. Okay.
Any ideas?
Well, am I allowed to?
You can have a go.
I mean, it's Coldplay.
Yes.
That's a clock.
Yes.
Didn't they do a track called Clocks?
Not sure. That's not the link I'm looking for.
Okay.
Remember, it's linked to a news item. So over the weekend, you might have noticed that the clocks went forward.
Oh yeah.
So when we change the clocks like this, we're moving from what's called Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, to British Summer Time, BST, also known as Daylight Saving Time. So it made me wonder, how did all this come about? Well, the idea of changing the clocks to make the most of daylight hours in the summer arrived in Britain after Coldplay singer Chris Martin's great-great-grandfather,
No way.
a builder called William Willett, thought it was a good idea.
Wow.
And in 1907 he published a leaflet called The Waste of Daylight. Apparently he was a keen golfer and he got cross when his games could be cut short because the sun went down and there wasn't enough light to carry on playing.
Wow, that's incredible.
So he made the proposal. British government weren't sure,
Yeah.
and it was actually brought in 1916, just after Germany introduced it.
Wow.
So now the UK's clocks always go back by 1 hour on the last Sunday in October and forward, like they've just done, by 1 hour on the last Sunday in March. Moving clocks like this is now done in some countries across the world, but many still don't do it.
Is that right?
So what do people think of it? Some people think it's a good thing because it might save energy, makes better use of natural daylight,
Yeah.
perhaps helps reduce traffic accidents, but others don't like it because they argue it may not save a lot of energy and it can make it darker in the mornings
Yeah.
for a while. They also think maybe it's not very good for our health. What do you think?
Well, I must admit, to me, it heralds the start of the long evenings, Mr. Hayward.
It does,
so
doesn't
I
it?
have to say I applaud it.
Yeah.
Although my hair is I'm struggling with my hair. Are you?
I'm struggling.
Literally.
Yeah.
I mean, since we've not been able to go to the hairdressers,
It's
I've really been struggling with it. It gets in your face,
gets
doesn't
everywhere,
it?
doesn't it?
I don't know how people with long hair cope, but,
No.
but there you go.
Anyway, and finally,
yeah,
another bit of
what
news.
else have you got,
Good
Mr.
news for
Hayward?
butterflies.
Yes, oh, that's
Good
good.
news for butterflies.
Good,
Some
they
lovely
need a bit of
news.
help, don't they?
The results from a yearly survey that say that butterflies are bouncing back. The UK Butterfly Monitoring Scheme says that over half of butterfly species increased in number during 2019. They say that the increase was down to the warm and wet weather in the summer of 2019.
Wow, that's good.
They also say that habitat protection and conservation work helped as well, which is brilliant news. This gave caterpillars the perfect conditions to grow. The plants that caterpillars feed on grew really well, and this meant the caterpillars could develop and then emerge as butterflies. And some species are at the highest levels in only over 20 years.
Brilliant.
For example, the number of painted lady butterflies went up by an incredible 1,993% compared to 2018. Professor Tom Brereton, who's a butterfly expert, said the results from the 2019 seasons are really encouraging. So just made me think, I wonder what you good people in Yatton can do in your gardens to perhaps encourage butterflies and other insects into your gardens this summer. So
well, you can certainly attract insects, can't you, by the plants that you grow.
Different types of plants that you've got in your
flowers.
garden, and some people do sort of bug hotels, don't they, and things
Absolutely,
like that. So,
yeah.
So maybe if you're doing anything in your gardens to attract butterflies and other insects and birds, maybe you'd like to share that with us and send some pictures.
I spotted I had a peacock butterfly in my garden.
Did you?
Not only was it the first butterfly I've seen this year,
Yeah.
but it was an absolutely beautiful one. You know, with the big sort of
Beautiful.
circles on the
Yeah.
wings. Really,
Yeah.
really lovely. So, yeah, excellent.
And that's the end of today's news.
Well, very interesting news too. Thank you, Mr. Hayward. So, it's now birthday shout-out time. And we've had a few birthdays, haven't we?
We have had a few birthdays.
Do you want to start with in the infant school?
So, these people from the infant school have recently celebrated a birthday. So, we have Benjamin from class 5, Ethan from class 8, Felix class 2, and Lucy from class 7. Happy birthdays to you. Hope you had a lovely day.
Okay, and to the juniors. So, Will from class 1, Sophie from class 1, Aaron from class 12, Lucy from class 11, Isaac class 5, George from class 10, Lewis from class 6, and Arthur from class 3 have all had birthdays this week. And I think
happy birthday.
Arthur's today. So happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday.
Making the best of it, and I'm sure you are. Cool. Well done. Well, you know, Mr. Hayward.
Yes, Mr. Oaken.
You know, there's a lot of pressure on our emergency services at the moment, and you know, they're working really hard for us day and night. And I don't know about you, but I'm sure a lot of you went out on Thursday at 8 o'clock and took part in the big clap.
Oh, the clap for the
whooping and the cheering.
Oh, yes,
for
brilliant.
all the NHS staff, and it was brilliant. It was one of the most uplifting things that I think I've done. And I must admit, we sort of crept out in Derham Park, and it was a bit quiet, but all of a sudden, like windows lit up and people came out and everybody was cheering, and it was absolutely fantastic. And that was happening everywhere, wasn't it? All over the country, from London to Scotland to Clevedon even. I believe people in Clevedon were doing it.
We were, yes, we were.
And that was a
Cleveland
brilliant thing. So well done for that. And I believe it's going to carry on. So that's the news.
Well,
yeah.
good.
So you know, we could make this a regular thing to really, really support the people on the front line that are working really hard and putting themselves at risk for all of us. So, linking to that, obviously not on the same seriousness, but we've got our own agony aunt, Marge, who is...
I've heard about Marge.
Yeah, she's volunteered her services to try and help people out with a few of their little problems. So, I'm just wondering whether you could help me out, and because a lot of people have been writing in with very real issues that they've got, Mr. Hayward.
I'm sure.
And then Marge has been helping them. So I'll pose the questions, and if you could give me what Marge has replied.
Oh,
that'd be
okay.
great.
I'll do my best. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I've got one here. It says, "Dear Marge, I feel like a carrot."
Well, don't get yourself in a stew.
Oh, okay. Good advice there. Thanks, Marge. Another one here. Dear Marge, I feel like a pair of wigwams.
Marge says, the problem is, you've become too tense.
Oh. Yeah, I've got it. Dear Marge, every time I drink a cup of hot chocolate, I get a stabbing pain in the eye. That's a difficult one.
Try taking the spoon out first.
Oh, very clever. So another one here. Dear Marge, I feel like a pair of curtains.
Pull yourself together, man.
Very sound advice. Another one here. Dear Marge, I think I'm a bell.
Well, If it's not better soon, then give me a ring.
Again, very
Very
sound
good,
advice.
isn't it? Sorry, she's
Okay.
really good, isn't she, Marge?
And then we've got quite a few of these. I think there's some people out there with obviously a range of issues. But dear Marge, I've lost my memory.
When did this happen?
When did what happen? See, because
Yeah. Very good. Very good.
okay,
Really good.
and then a couple more. Dear Marge, my nose runs and my feet smell, which is a very real problem.
It is for many people.
Mm.
Well, Marge says, I think you were built the wrong way up.
Because good. Yeah, good one.
Feet, nose.
Dear Marge, I've broken my arm in 2 places.
Well, I'd advise you not to go back to either of those places then.
Yeah, clever, because you wouldn't want to do that again, would you? And then finally for this one, dear Marge, I keep thinking I'm a dog.
Sit on the sofa and we'll talk about it.
But I'm not allowed on the sofa.
Because you
Yeah.
dog, yeah.
Okay, that's
She's
quite
very good, isn't
that's
she?
quite enough of that. But which kind of leads us nicely into the joke section. Now we've had some people writing in. Not many, has to be said.
Yes,
but,
we could do a few more jokes actually.
Yeah, so
Few
send
more
some jokes in to cheer us up. Because obviously not being able to get a haircut, we need cheering up, don't we?
We do.
So have you got a joke for us?
I've got a joke. It's from Fraser from 4J. Okay, a joke. And he said, how do you make a tissue dance?
I don't know. How do you make a tissue dance?
You put a little boogie in it.
Oh!
Very good.
Oh, nice.
Oh, like
I got
that,
it,
Fraser.
like a little
Good one.
Boogie.
Really
or a
good little boogie in it. Yeah.
Although,
very
Mr.
good.
Hayward, it's not very funny.
Oh.
Okay,
I
so
prefer Fraser's really.
so I've got a joke for you,
Have
Mr.
you?
Hayward.
Have you?
Yeah. So jokes about sugar are rare, but jokes about brown sugar, them are rarer. Okay. All right, where were we? Moving on.
Right,
Okay.
what's next?
Right, so that pretty much wraps it up for this
Right.
episode. We're calling it episodes because it's not necessarily going out on a regular basis. But next time I've been busily building it. Next time we've got our spin to win, which
Brilliant.
is excellent. And
Looking forward to that.
we're putting all the people who've contributed into a hat. Then we're going to have a draw, and those lucky people will be taking part in spin to win, and it's going to be unmissable.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it probably won't be actually, but probably be quite missable. Anyway, so we've only got to now link to Mr. Taylor for his daily workout.
Excellent.
And thanks very much. Stay safe, everybody. Keep
safe.
contributing, and we'll see you again soon.
Be in touch. Bye.
Right, morning everybody. I hope you're well, hope you had a good weekend. So here's this week's workout for you. I hope you enjoyed it last week. Big up to James Hook and a few of you that were sending in stuff. Well done, keep up the effort. So we're going to do a similar sort of workout as we did the other day. So we're going to do a warm up, just to get your body ready and prepared and ready to go. Then we're going to do around 9 or 10 exercises. Again, 30 seconds on, a little bit of a rest, 30 seconds off. We're also going to do a few core skills in there with the ball and with stuff like that. So what do you need today? You need to make sure that you've got a drink. If you've got a ball of some sort, that'd be great, or maybe something that you can throw and catch, a t-shirt, something like that would be great. And then be somewhere near the stairs because we're going to do some more step-ups. But other than that, you really don't need any equipment. It's just you, your own body weight, having some fun, stood around watching this, so that'd be great. So yeah, so as soon as we're ready to go, so we're going to start off with a nice little warm-up. So we're just going to get the arms and legs moving, get the heart rate up. Hope you've all been keeping active, doing your schoolwork, eating well, being good. Who knows, maybe doing some chores around the house, eh? Okay, good. So we're going to start with some star jumps. So we're going to do 30 seconds of star jumps. Really important when you do star jumps, just try and relax, don't push it. Just feet out to the side, arms above your head. And again, like the other day, what we're going to do is try and regulate your breathing. Nice deep breaths. In and out. So we're going to do 5 more of these. 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Okay, just shake it off. That should get the heart rate moving a little, pumping a little bit, get the blood pumping around. So we're just going to move your arms now. So as you move around, nice big deep breath and breathe out. So we're just rotating backwards. So again, just rotate all the way around. And then we're going to do to the front. Good, keep it moving. Again, nice and relaxed. Good, and then round to the sides. So we're just moving it. And as you move around, just hold it. And to the other side. Oh. No rushing these are just getting your body prepared. So don't try and rush these. So you're going to go round to the left again. And then back round to the right. That's good. Okay, then just jogging on the spot. So again, depending on how you're feeling, but you can jog or you can just walk. A nice steady walk. We don't need to go crazy, but we do need to get the heart rate up. That's really important. So if we're just jogging on the spot, just push your arms forward. Again, try and think about your breathing, nice and relaxed. Or a nice steady walk. So again, when you're moving, make sure that you're keeping your arms pumping. Not too many people walk like this, so again, try and use your arms. And if you're jogging, again, just nice and relaxed. Moving back around to the front. Good. Okay. So now we're going to stretch off your lower leg. So all we're going to do now is get down on one knee. Nice, stretch nice and forward, and then just lean forward. Just hold it there for a minute. Good, and then back, and then again. Good, and one more time. Good, stretch it off. Then we're going to go off the other side, so left knee down this time, lean forward. Again, just reach up, lean forward, and back, and lean forward again. Good, and one more time. Good, and then we're just going to pick your toe up, just lean forward. So again, when you lift up, just lift your knee up. Don't need to get this leg's nice and straight, so we're just working the backs of your legs. And just hold it there for a minute. And then change. And then change again. And last one. Okay, good. So we should be feeling really energized now, ready to go. So now we're going to work really hard. So the first exercise again, just to get us going, is marching on the spot. Now again, lift those knees high. If you can get your knees up to around your waist height, that's really good. Concentrate on the height of your knee, not necessarily trying to go super fast, but just pump those arms and legs for 10 more seconds. So a nice high march. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, good start. Okay, so next thing we're doing is a squat, and this is for your thighs, okay? So feet are shoulder width apart, hip width apart, feet facing forward, and all we're going to do is come down into a nice seated position, push your bum back, chest up nice and high. So if I'm on the side, all I'm doing is just sitting down and coming up. Okay, got that? So we're just sitting down, should have a nice right angle on your legs, and then come up. So we're going to go. Are we ready? Let's go. 1. Good. Good work. Just keep pushing. You should feel it in your thighs. Try and keep up nice and upright. Tendency is to lean forwards. Just try and stand up upright. Move your chin, look forwards. And we're just pushing into our thighs. Arms out. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great, good. Okay, nice and relaxed. Again, like I said the other day, just make sure you're using your rest. Use that well. If you want to have a quick drink, have a quick drink. But other than that, just relax. Try and enjoy a little bit of a break that you've got in between. Next exercise we're going to do is star jumps. So again, like we did the other day, this is a full star jump. Okay, or you can just go out to the side okay? Or you can just use your legs and just go out and in. Your choice. So we're going to do 30 seconds of star jumps. Let's go. Nice and relaxed. Try and regulate your breathing. Try and enjoy it. Smile on your face always helps. Good, so this is the full one. Those of you that are doing the side ones, we're just going out to the side, left and right, jumping out to the side, or we might just be doing them together. Okay, 2 seconds, and 1, and rest. Good work. Have a quick drink. So with most things to do with exercise, you might be feeling a little bit sore or a bit kind of out of sync. Don't worry about it. It just takes a few days for it to right itself. But stick with it. It's really good fun. Sets you up really nicely for the day. Okay, so next what we're going to do, feet nice and wide, arms out in front of you, and we're going to punch. Okay, and we're going to punch as fast as we can out in front of us for 30 seconds. Okay, so we're going to be working nice and hard. Let's keep it going. Punching as fast as you can now. Come on. Try and keep your core nice and steady in your tummy. Don't be wobbling around everywhere. Try and keep that nice and steady. And all we're doing is punching for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Good. That should get your shoulders working nice and tight. So again, if you get a little bit stiff, just shake them off. Okay. Next exercise now we're going to get into those kangaroo jumps. So we did these the other day. So feet are together and we're just going to be bouncing from side to side. Again, bend your knees. Don't do it with straight legs. We're going to try and bounce from side to side. Okay? So again, just try and relax when you're doing it. You can go super fast if you want to, or you can just do it at your own pace. You ready? 2, 1, let's go. So we're just bouncing from side to side. It's good, this. Sun's starting to come out. Good news. So we're just bouncing from side to side, little movement. Should be feeling that in your calves. Okay, so around the backs of your legs. Should be feeling that as you're bouncing. Again, nice and relaxed. Keep working. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Whew, nice big deep breath in. So we've got one more exercise. Then we're going to get into doing a bit of core skill work, okay? So the next one's a press up. Now, there's lots of different ways you can do a press up. So I'm going to show you just a few of them, okay? So first one is hands shoulder width apart. And all we're going to do with a bent knee is come down and push up, okay? So you can hold your feet up in the air as well if you like. So we're just going to go up and down. Feeling a little bit more advanced, getting that nice strong position there, and we're going down in the same position, okay? Everyone got that? So we're going to do 15. So we'll do 7 in this position here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to do 8 in the full position. If you're not confident about doing 8, do 2, do 3. Don't do any, do them in that knee position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that was good. Should feel that across your chest. Okay, so now we're going to have a little bit of a break. So what you can do now is we're going to do a little bit of throwing and catching. Okay, these are really core skills, really important that you maintain your coordination. So we're going to work with a ball to begin with, but you can really do with a t-shirt or a tea towel. If you want to challenge yourself, use a slightly smaller ball. But all we're going to do to begin with are just 15 catches. Nice and steady. We're going to do 15 catches above your head. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your eyes on the ball. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, with this one, it's really important that you get those hands prepped really early. Make them as big as you can. So as the ball's coming down, got really big hands, and you can scoop it into your chest, scoop it into your tummy. So as it goes up, you scoop it in. scoop it in, okay? Good. Now we're going to do some bounces. So we're going to do two-handed bounces. So we're going to go the other way. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your eyes on the ball, hands prepped nice and early. So my hands are ready. And all I'm looking at is the ball. I'm not looking over here. All I'm doing is looking at the ball. Try and think about your breathing, because this is our short rest period. Good. Back to catching again then. So this time we're going to try and touch our chest in between a catch. So we go up, catch, catch, catch. So as we get better and more confident, we might do 2. So these are things that we can do around the house, in the garden, all that type of stuff. And then if we're getting really confident, can we do bounces with the left and the right hand? So again, bent over, nice and relaxed, pushing the ball from left to right hand, maybe a couple on the right, couple on the left, couple on the right, couple on the left. All good fun. And if I'm doing them with something that I haven't got a ball maybe, I can do loads of things. I can throw it between my hands, throw it up with one, on a windy day, catch it with the other one. So again, just things that we can use our eyes and our hands to keep our coordination in check. Cool, good. Ready for the last bit? So this is the last bit that we're going to do on this workout, okay? So again, we're going to start by getting the heart rate up. So here we go. Start jogging on the spot. And then we're going to bounce. So let's bounce. And every 3 bounces, we're going to bring our knees up to our chest. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 1 up. 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. 3 more. 3, and up. 1, and up. Last one. Brilliant. Well done. Well done, guys. Good work. Good work. So we're going to get back down on the floor now. 3 more exercises. That's all that's left. So we're going to do a plank. Okay? So again, this is going to work our tummies. So elbows bent, hands out in front, body in a nice straight position. Okay? So we're just going to hold this for 30 seconds. If you're feeling confident, you can come up onto your hands and down onto your elbows. Up onto your hands, down onto your elbows. It's up to you, but we're going to do 30 seconds. Are you ready? Let's go. So again, try and concentrate on your breathing. Should be out of breath. It's normal to be out of breath. Nothing wrong with that. Doesn't all of a sudden mean that you're fit or you're unfit. You're just increasing your heart rate through a bit of activity. Okay, so we're going to do 6 ups and downs. Are we ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 6. Brilliant. Well done, guys. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, whew, quick drink. So we take the break now. We've got 30 seconds and we've got 2 more exercises left to do. And then we're done. Hope you're feeling okay. Don't forget to send in your pictures. Send them into the school. See you doing stuff. It's always really good. It's great for us to see that you're being active. Obviously there are children here in school at the moment, but you know, those of you at home, come and feel part of what we're doing. So, we're going to do a flat out sprint now. So as fast as we can for 30 seconds, okay? I want you to really pump those arms again. And again, if your fastest is a jog, that's absolutely fine. But if you can really pump those arms and legs and go for 30 seconds, that'll really finish this work off nicely before we get into the cool down. Whew, are we ready? So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pump those arms and legs. Whew, keep breathing. Good work. That's 10 seconds gone already. Keep going. Okay, come on then, last 10 seconds, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Woo! Well done, guys. Good workout that. Hope you're all feeling it. So we've worked all our main muscle in our legs, in our upper body, in our core, and got that blood pumping around and our heart rate up. When you're doing exercise, it is really important that you cool down properly. So when you're cooling down, make sure that you're concentrating on your breathing, but also stretching those muscles that we've used, just to allow them and your heart rate to come back down to your resting heart rate. Woo. So, first thing we're going to do in the cool down is feet apart. And all we're going to do is take a really big deep breath, hold it in for 5 seconds, and then exhale. Are we ready? Let's go. And in. And let it out. So really hold it in there. We're ready again, let's go. And in. And out. And in again. And out. 2 more of these big deep breaths. In. And out, good. Last one, big deep breath in. And the last one out. Good work. Okay, so we're going to go down, do our legs first. So we'll start at the bottom. So we're going to do that heel stretch again. So we're going to put heel into the ground. We're going to stretch down the backs of your legs, into your hamstrings and your calves. Just lift that toe up and down. And same again, just lift that toe up. Get that leg nice and straight. You should feel it right down the back of your leg. That's not hurt. If it's not hurting, you probably need to just lean into it a little bit more, but don't obviously overstretch. Nice and relaxed into it. Your breathing and your heart rate should be coming down now, so you're getting back to your normal heart rate. And change again. Push toe up. Good work, and last one on this side. Excellent, good. So again, in that position again, we're going to go down to the hip flexor. So knee on the ground, feet facing forward, just leaning forward into it. So you should feel the stretch all down the front of your quad, from your hips. Stand up nice and straight. Big deep breath as you're doing it. And out. And one more time. Don't forget to breathe. And if you're going blue in the face, you need to breathe a little bit more. Really good. And smile at one another. If you're doing it with your kids, or doing it with your mum or dad, or your brothers or sisters, try and enjoy it. Big. Change sides, lean in again. And one more time. Good, just shake that off. Okay, so we're just going to go around to the sides, just rotate round. Oh, big stretch. And then rotate the arms forwards. And backwards. Up onto your toes as you do it. Oh, big stretches. Good work, just shake those off. Shake everything off. So we're just going to do 5 really big deep breaths and then we're done for today. Are we ready? On 3, ready, let's go. And in. And out, good work. And one more. And out. 3 more, and in. Good work. 2 more. And out. Last one. And out. Well done, guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. High elbow. Keep the social distance in. really important. So stay home, stay fit, stay positive, wash your hands, and we'll see you soon. Take care.